Sergi is finally back from injury, but will he be the same? Stay tuned to find out. But before Sergi makes his return this episode, we are still without our striker, and we're also without Lionel Messi, who picked up a 5-day injury last episode. So it's going to be a front three of Musonda, Fati, and Adama Traore, 3 wingers for 3 positions. And we get the job done. So far, so good. Ansu Fati able to set up an assist for Pedry, who has been outstanding this season so far. And then Adama Traore picks out a perfect pass for substitute Mario Balotelli, who so far this season just has not been able to find his footing, despite some pretty decent chances. And without our strikers firing, we still do find goals. Pedry seals the deal, 2-0, and so far so good in our Champions League campaign. Finally, though, Lionel Messi is back, and it's a good thing he is, because he's been carrying the team at times this season. Now, with our midfielders playing so well, Pedry and Gavi both, it's tough to find a spot for Gabriel Menino. He was one of the stars last season, and it just seems criminal to leave him out, so I'm going to try putting him at right back. I know Kappa's also a solid player, but I just feel like we can't leave a player like Menino on the bench. So we get straight into action with Gabriel Menino playing at right back, which is actually where he started for us, and he really takes this position by storm. He plays an excellent ball in for Ansu Fati only 10 minutes into the game, and just like that, played in his natural position, picks up an assist. Seems like wherever we play this guy, he does a great job. Not to be outdone there, Menino is being outshone by Lionel Messi, who makes an unbelievable run through 2 players and plays an inch-perfect ball for Ansu Fati, who finishes the move off. Unreal stuff once again from Messi. I think we all knew he was going to be a great signing, but he's doing even better than expected, and because of it, we are in 2nd place. But we're only 8 games into the season. Things could get a lot better or a lot worse from here, but something to watch out for is the amount of fouls that are going on here. A lot of our players taken down very aggressively. Hopefully that won't result in injury. But off of one of the free kicks, Lionel Messi, how about that for a special? Leo Messi, we know he has that in him, putting in free kicks from all kind of areas. He had yet to score, I believe, this season. He had a couple close ones last episode, but there you have it. It's the free kick that turns the tides in this game, and although Sevilla do find a goal of their own, it's ruled offsides, although the chance right after that is put away. So 73 minutes into the game, we are back on level terms, 1-1, and a horrendous challenge sees red. So with only a couple minutes left, my God, another nasty challenge on Gavi. That's the 2nd one on him this episode. And you gotta start fearing for the safety of our players if those kind of challenges keep coming in. And then right at the death of the game, Adama Traore gets a great chance, but it is offsides. And because of that, we take the draw. 2 points dropped with a chance at 1st place on the line, and on we roll with the season. So it's back to the Champions League, where we have eyes on maintaining a top spot in the group. So far, so good. 2 wins in our opening 2 games, and a win here would keep us 1st place in our group. We know how important that could be. Unfortunately, still the finishing not the best in this team. Pedry's been great, but we're relying on him an awful lot with our strikers not necessarily firing, and I think we really need Sergi back in this team ASAP, and it comes back to bite us here with RB Salzburg finding the opening goal of the game off of a mistake there from Kaiki, who's been playing well, but still inexperienced, the young center back. And unfortunately, we're just having a hard time finding the back of the net on our own. Traore, Messi, couple good chances here. Ansu Fati flicks it through. Still nothing to show for it. And Salzburg looking to spring off of the counterattack, and unfortunately for us, it's successful at times. They're finding a little bit of space here. With Mats Hummels looking to close down, he cannot do so. What is our backline doing? Really horrific stuff there. It was a 4v1, but 3 of the players pulled up for no reason that I can tell, and left the man clean on sides. That is a horrendous, horrendous bit of play. And then to make it worse, Gavi goes down. Oh my God. I was just saying, it seems like he's going to get injured with these challenges, and the unthinkable happened. He does go down. Fingers crossed it's not too bad, but Menino comes on for center mid. Traore pulls one back. It's not enough, though. We suffer our 1st defeat of the season here in the Champions League, and with Gavi going out injured, it's time to find out how bad this injury is. Oh my lord, 7 months, another ACL injury, and Gavi features alongside Sergi on the bench, or in the reserves rather, on the injury list here. And this means Pablo Torre is going to get his shot in the team. He's our backup center back. It also means Menino is going to be back at center mid rather than right back. We got to make the most of the team we have with us here as we fight for first place. We're missing Sergi now. We're also missing Gavi. Players have been in and out. Messi's been injured a few times, and somehow we are still fighting, but it's just not the same. The players look short of confidence. Players like Menino and Traore, who scored a lot last season, can't seem to convert, and another 0-0 draw sees us level on points with Real Betis at the end of the game. The nice thing we can say is we've had the best defensive team in the league so far. We've only conceded 6, which is a huge change of pace from last season, but despite that, and probably speaking a little too soon as we do concede here in the next game, we're playing pretty well. The offense, though, is just what's letting us down, and we turn to some of the less usual players in the team as Ozuli scores the first goal, and then Lionel Messi picks out an unbelievable pass for Pedry. Well, at times this season, those two are carrying us. Lionel Messi, part of the old guard, Pedry, part of the new talent coming through the Barcelona ranks, and both of them link up once again to make the difference. So it's 2-1, but wow, we concede one of the goals of the season. Look at that assist. Some days it all just goes against you. 2 chances, 2 goals, and now we are back level 2-2. A win here is very important, and Traore finds Pedry again. This kid has been unreal this episode, and this could be his breakout season here at Barcelona. Not to say he hasn't been playing well, but now that he's scoring goals, it all just seems a little bit different. But despite us finding goals, the team is a little wasteful of chances, and Messi at 36 is not going to be able to play every minute of every game, and now we're looking at players like Traore and Fati to step up more with goals. However, Balotelli, Traore, Fati, they just keep missing chances, and it's starting to cost us points, and we're relying on little moments of brilliance. Speak of that, Gabriel Menino gets his start in the center of midfield, takes on 2 men, and scores the opening goal of the game in what will likely be the last as well. Well, unbelievable stuff from our center mid / right back. The Brazilian talent just keeps getting better. He hasn't been quite as consistent this season as last, but you give him the minutes and he will deliver. And this time it makes the difference for us. 3 big points from the team. And a little bit of positive news finally. Sergi is back. He's returned from injury. Now on the downside, he has gone down by 4 overall. He's been out a long time, and he's taken a big hit to his pace specifically. He's a player that's known for making runs in behind, and unfortunately for us, especially while he's still wearing this knee brace and coming back, he won't have that same kind of pace to him. He's going to have to adapt his game a little bit, but he has really good situational awareness, and hopefully that will be enough. And we get back to Champions League action here. Sergi won't be starting just yet, but he will be able to feature off the bench pretty soon. And in the meantime, we just turn towards the usual players. Well, we know Adama Traore might not be the best finisher in the team, but sometimes the power of a shot can beat the accuracy, and he makes it happen to score the opening goal. And then this is what he actually does best. Traore dribbling around several men, and Pedry once again scoring. Wow, Adama Traore stepping it up big time when it matters, and we now top the group. Barcelona and PSG both on 9 points. It is all going to come down to that last game of the group. That'll come later this episode though. For now, Sergi is going to come out of the reserves onto the bench, and hopefully we will get to see a little bit of our superstar back in action. Finally, into the second half of this game, both teams still scoreless. This is his chance. Sergi finally, 9 months later, makes his debut back from injury. And his first involvement here coming back from injury is getting tangled up with that nasty challenge there. Thankfully, he comes away without injury, but my God, some of these players just seem to be out to injure us these days, and Sergi is looking to claw his way back into some consistent form. But actually, the first player to get involved in this game is Pablo Torre, who got his chance now that Gavi's been injured. He came on as a substitute, and he's starting to contribute. Pablo Torre, definitely one for the future. He just has to develop a little more if he wants more minutes. Adama Traore, though, clipping one in and looking for Sergi, doesn't get there. But once again, it is Pedry finishing. I think at this point, he's probably our top goal scorer. This kid has been unreal recently, and on we go. Another win, another clean sheet. And now it is back to the most important game of our Champions League campaign so far. Barcelona, PSG, level on points, top of the group. Likely, this is going to be the game that decides if we go top of the group or second. That could make a hell of a difference considering how tight the Champions League will be this season. Adama Traore, first chance of the game for Pedry. Can't quite get there, but a really good chance there from Barcelona early in the game. Mbappe flicks it up, and a great chance saved by Sanchez, who's been amazing this season. Our goalkeeper in top form. He's going a little undermentioned, I feel like, but don't get it twisted. He is a huge reason why our defense has been the best in La Liga this season. Some well-deserved upgrades for him. I think he's up to 82 overall now, and he just keeps performing at the highest level. Menino now closing down Fati, trying to shut down play. Verratti still playing it through, but we see it out, and now we can spring off of the counterattack. Ansu Fati, plenty of space to run into, and he's got the man ahead of him, but it all comes crashing down, although Traore with the work rate to win it back. High up the pitch, the high press works, and Traore finishes. Well, it's sloppy, but it counts just the same. Well, as things stand with this goal, we would probably lead our group. There's still one game left to play after this, but considering the rest of the opposition, this puts us in a great position. Now Donnarumma with a mistake. Pedry picks it out again, but a last-ditch save keeps PSG in the running here. We've been absolutely dominating proceedings here early in the game, but as long as we don't seal the deal here, PSG are always back in it. And Mbappe shows exactly what he can do. The superstar comes back to bite us, and then right after that, another chance, another goal. PSG make it 2, then make it 3. I don't know what McTominay is doing at PSG, but he scores against us. And with half an hour left, the tides have been firmly turned against us. So it's Sergi coming off the bench. Can our striker make an impact? Well, I'll be honest, guys, he looks rusty. It's not the same player that left off when he was in such good form pre-injury. He gets a couple of half-hearted efforts on a goal, but honestly, nothing troubles the goalkeeper, and he looks firmly off the mark as he comes back from injury. And it's costing us. We did get one Traore goal, but 3-1 is a definitive loss. And on we go with the season. On the bright side, though, we're back in the league, and we are taking some definitive steps towards taking down the title this season. If we can stay consistent, I think we got a decent shot at it. Now, Sergi is going to make his first start since coming back from injury. Messi on one side, Traore on the other. Hopefully we're not rushing him back too fast, but I want our striker to get back to top form absolutely as fast as possible. However, we got some bigger concerns than our striker as we concede a goal early in the game. Sergi, again, couple looks at goal, but I don't know if he's low on confidence or form. Probably all of them, including fitness, but it's just not exactly what we were expecting from our young striker. Now, he's only 18. I don't want to say at all that he can't get back to top form, but he's definitely struggling a bit here, and we're going to have to rely on other players to chip in, find goals. And that player, once again, is Adama Traore. He runs through the entirety of midfield. And honestly, if his finishing could be better, he'd be among the best players in the world. His dribbling is nothing short of world class. And so is Messi here. And Sergi with another chance. He misses. Now, this is just not the Sergi that we used to know and love. He would have finished that chance a year or two ago, but he is struggling a little bit here. But let's give him some minutes. He still has to get back to his best. And eventually, given enough chances, he finds a goal. Honestly, really good bit of play, too. A little dummy, lets it run through the legs. Absolutely powerful shot into the top corner. That's much better for a finish. Hopefully this is what we'll be seeing more of from our striker as time goes on here. And Menino playing it through. Gonzalez, some clever passing. Once again, finds really good positioning there. Sergi in the box, shields the man off, finishes. That is exactly what we'll be looking from our striker. Now, he has lost a bit of pace. Not to say he's the slowest player on the pitch even these days, but he's going to have to rely a bit more on goals like that, using his positioning, being in the right place at the right time, and this time it gets the job done. 2 goals for Sergi is a huge boost going into these next couple games, and having lost that last game, it's going to come down to the final game of the group stages. All we can do is get out there and get a win and hope that PSG drop points, but realistically, we know it's probably not likely. Traore again gets the opening goal of the game. Unbelievable pass. I think it was from Jordi Alba all the way back in our own half. And sometimes you just got to rely on goals like that when you have a pace monster up top like we have with Traore. But Lionel Messi doesn't want to be outdone with that Traore goal. My God, what an absolutely stunning goal from Lionel Messi. 36 years of age, but he's still making runs like that. Beats two men. How about the finish with the outside of the boot too? Barcelona still in top form, despite the injuries, despite some of the struggles on the pitch. And then to top off this great performance, Sergi once again finds a goal. This time with his head. And again, he wasn't really known for that pre-injury, but using the big frame he has and kind of adapting his game, I'm hoping we'll see some more goals like that. Maybe he'll be a bit more of a poacher these days. But he's finding goals, 3 in his last 2. And now the draw in the Champions League knockout rounds. Barcelona, Juventus. Now we took them on in the Europa League last season. Hopefully we'll get the better of them again. And financially, going on to the knockout rounds has guaranteed us $24 million more to pay off that debt just a little more. We are winding down what we have left to pay. We're getting pretty darn close. Hopefully by the end of this season, we can almost be there. I'm also going to change some things. Lionel Messi's going to be captain. I changed Sanchez to have the number 1, now that he's our guaranteed goalkeeper starter as well. And looking at the table so far, I do just want to point out we're in first and we have not lost a game yet. We are still undefeated this season. 11 wins, 5 draws, not bad at all. But despite the goals, Sergi definitely not at his best yet. Missing some chances, the confidence not there just yet, but I do back him to get there eventually. It's more of a question of can we continue getting results before he gets back to his best, but we are struggling a little bit here. Sergi, a couple good chances. Menino, I don't know how that wasn't a penalty. Dinked it over the goalkeeper for sure, but no call given. And then it comes back to bite us as Lacazette finds the opening goal of the game. And it's game on now with 40 minutes left. Like I said, we still have yet to lose a game this season, but we're struggling a bit. Sergi, that's the kind of ball that would have been played through a year ago, and he certainly would have finished, but the touch isn't there, the pace isn't there. And with us missing all of our chances, it definitely comes back to bite us at this point, with the opposition capitalizing off a Pedry mistake. And although we do pull one back at the very depth via Gabriel Menino, we pay the price and we suffer our first league defeat of the season. With a really tight league so far, honestly, that is enough to kind of slip up for us. And it puts us level on points with Sevilla with a game in hand, so it's imperative that we get a result in this next game. But the tide's starting to turn against us in terms of momentum. Another weak call, to be honest, but it is Hummels who's at the center of attention there, giving away a penalty. And now Sanchez makes a save, keeping us in this game just a little longer. We gotta weather the storm when things don't go our way, and this goalkeeper has certainly been up to the task. But it's Sergi coming off the bench for this one. He's got to find his confidence and do it quick. I know he's scored a couple of goals since coming back, but we need more consistency and involvement outside of goals from our striker. And so far, he hasn't quite done that, but he gets a great chance here in the game. Header coming up, and then Sergi again going for it. But he stays down. Oh God, this could be bad. Sergi getting hit on the leg that he just came back from injury on. And it does not look good for our striker. Well, we carry on despite the injury, but we are definitely struggling to find our footing in this game. Messi plays it through. Jordi Alba steps up at a crucial point in this not only game, but in the season, really, to find the goal that separates these two teams, and it is a narrow win for us. The bad news, though, is that Sergi is going to be out for 3 months after having broken his toe in that challenge. He was just coming back to form, and now it's back to square one. So going into these next games, we got to keep rotating, and we turn to Mario Balotelli to play up top, although he has had a rough go of it this season. He actually did a pretty good job last season, scoring goals when Sergi was out and leading the line, but it's been pretty abysmal, and it actually takes our center back to find the opening goal in this one. Mats Hummels stays up after a corner, finds a header, and we're just going to have to rely on whatever players can deliver for the time being. Messi tries his shot at goal. He scored a fair few for us as well, and we're going to be turning towards the maestro again as he has another shot. What a finish! Lionel Messi once again leading Barcelona when the cards are down. And what a turn, what a finish. That had to be absolutely perfect. Absolutely our player of the season so far. He scored some real incredible goals this season. And it's enough to carry us through. Another clean sheet, another 2 goals, and all in all, it is not too bad from Barcelona. But Man, we are going to have to struggle through some more injuries this season. Gavi's still out. Now we're going to be without Sergi again for 3 months. And as we come up towards January here, we have 4 players out of a contract. Alba and Busquets, longtime veterans, Balotelli, and our new goalkeeper, Aitor, as well. Now, realistically, 34 and 35, I don't know if we're going to sign these players back for another year. I think we might let them go at the end of the season. It's probably time to start a rebuild and phase out some of these players. But for the time being, they're still getting minutes, Alba especially. And it really hurts that Sergi's back out. He was finally starting to get better. 3 goals and 1 assist in 6 appearances. Honestly, not that bad, but it's really going to hurt us now that he is out again. Messi with 9 goals and 9 assists. Pedry's been outstanding as well. Actually, our leading goal scorer, 11 goals and 2 assists. We can't go without mentioning Traore as well. He's already cracked 10 goals this season. And a lot of players chipping in lesser amounts. Hummels, Menino finally getting some goals and assists this episode. Fati as well, but man, we are going to need some help over the course of the next few months. In the meantime, if you want to join the Discord, links in the description. Would love to have you there. Help shape this career storyline. Also consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And I will be back soon with next episode. But until then, I'm Respect the Jeff, and I'll see you next time.